Love Island Games Season 2, Episode 12, just ramped up to a whole new level. You thought things couldn't get messier. But this episode shattered alliances, broke hearts, and had emotions running wild. If you love chaos, betrayals, and dramatic showdowns, this is the recap you don't want to miss. We had surprise bombshells, strategic plays, tears, and a duel so tense you'll need a drink to steady your nerves. Let's dive in. So the episode kicked off the back of the last challenge, with Sydney and Toby being named the new power couple. That little victory wasn't just a title, it meant they had serious sway and putting some islanders safe and making others vulnerable. But being a power couple isn't all roses. Sydney immediately started doubting herself, especially after she was allowed to save 2 islanders from America's vote. She picked Tyreek and Lucinda, but right away, the guilt crept in about not saving Marvin. Think stress, worry, and Sydney spiraling over the possibility her choice sent her friend packing. You could see Sydney unraveling, feeling the game's pressure and reflecting on alliances and strategies. It dawned on the girls, the boys are playing this game hard, manipulating moves, and running the villa. Sydney felt played by Tyreek, tricked into saving him, and realized she was moving without a say in the game. Meanwhile, outside the drama, a special delivery arrived due. Present boxes placed around the villa. But these boxes weren't filled with gifts. They contained bombshells, literally new entrants ready to shake things up. The twist D. Islanders could either return to sender, to stay with their current partner, or open the package, to signify putting themselves forward, to couple with a bombshell. If a bombshell matched with them, they'd be safe from America's vote. Talk about hard choices. Some couples tried to patch things up and stick with what they had, while others were tempted by the mysterious newcomers. 2 islanders decided to open the package, flipping the villa's dynamic. Gabby and Casey stepped in as dramatic new bombshells, causing heads to spin. Gabby chose Johnny to couple up with, and Casey paired with Nicola, instantly changing the couple line up. Alliances got super awkward. Justine and Tyreek's couple dealt with a frosty vibe after Justin checked, returned to sender, wanting security, but Tyreek weighed the impact of his next moves heavily. Johnny's risky coupling with Gabby was like a power move. Some even called them Superman and Wonder Woman. Together, the game had truly come alive, and no one was safe from the politics. But as always, Love Island Games isn't just about political maneuvering. Hearts are very much on the line. Lucinda was gutted by Johnny's move, feeling led on and betrayed. She thought he'd keep her safe, but he made her vulnerable just when they looked solid together. She got mad, vented with the other girls, but reminded herself things change fast and tomorrow brings new opportunities. On the flip side, new couples like Gabby and Johnny were buzzing and competitive in both romance and gameplay. Gabby said she picked Johnny because she wanted a strong partner to win with, and they're hoping their chemistry will carry them to the end. Nicola and Casey were getting to know each other in the most classic Love Island way. Jokes flirty analysis, and hopes for a good partnership. Elsewhere, Tyreek and Justine tried to patch things up, but trust was at an all-time low. The hurt from recent game plays meant their couple was hanging by a thread, stuck in business is business mode. Andreina and Johnny had an explosive confrontation, with Andreina expressing sheer disappointment after Johnny's game move put her at risk. She straight up called him a bad person, and their heated exchange made it clear there was no coming back. Breakfast the next morning was bittersweet and tense. Everyone's nerves were shredded, waiting for America's vote, and wondering if they'd be the next to face elimination. The camera panned around the villa. Girls gossiped and comforted each other. The boys plotted and worried, and everyone fought back nerves as their phones buzzed. The vote results came in, launching 4 unlucky Islanders into the ultimate test, dinner, a head-to-head duel to stay in the villa. For the girls, Garby and Andreina were forced to fight. For the boys, Marvin and Kendall. This duel was wild, blindfolded, covered in bells, scrambling to snatch tags off each other's belt while trying not to give away their position by making noise. It was best 3 out of 5 rounds, intense, hilarious, and nerve-wracking all at once. Garby and Andreina started off the duel. Garby quickly took a 2-round lead, but Andreina rallied hard, pulling it back to 2-2 and making it a nail-biting final. The final round was pure chaos. They both raised their tags in a photo finish, but Garby edged ahead by less than a second. Andreina lost her spot on the island, but everybody agreed she battled with heart, leaving with no regrets despite the heartbreak and betrayal. For the boys, Marvin and Kendall went head-to-head, matching each other round for round in a gladiator-style showdown that had literally everyone watching from the edge of their seats. Kendall snatched victory in the final round, sending Marvin home. Emotions flooded in. Garby and Kendall celebrated making it through, but the villa was overshadowed by Marvin and Andreina's exit, especially with lingering bitterness over Johnny's game moves. Sydney, racked with guilt over Marvin's elimination, broke down and had a sweet, tearful moment with Lucinda, reaffirming that intentions matter. Even the tough competitors showed their soft sides. Bonds built through the season were tested as favorites exited. Facing the rest of the villa, Andreina and Marvin candidly aired out disappointment over being betrayed, especially by Johnny. Marvin felt let down by a friend, and Andreina openly blamed Johnny for her situation. The bombshells, arrival, and strategic moves had fallout, fracturing friendships and alliances all over again. The episode tied up as Andreina and Marvin said their emotional goodbyes, surrounded by Islanders who promised they'd miss them. The villa's mood was shattered but focused. Everyone realized just how brutal Love Island games can be, and how friendships, love, and gameplay can collide. Meanwhile, Johnny tried to justify his decisions as necessary for his own game. But it's clear his social standing took a hit. And everyone else, they're left wary, realizing trust is a luxury in this cutthroat environment. That wraps up a wild episode in Fiji, filled with heartbreak, high-stakes challenges, and shifting alliances. Who'll survive the next big twist? Will love finally conquer strategy? Or will someone else get played before the finale? It's getting harder and harder for anyone to predict what's next. Thanks for watching this deep dive recap of Love Island Games Season 2 Episode 12. If you felt those duels in your bones, if you have thoughts on Johnny's gameplay, or if you're rooting for a couple, drop your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your Love Island group chat, and, of course, subscribe for all the drama, breakdowns, and ending explanations. See you at the next fiery recoupling.